What you're about to see will blow your mind. Jungle Runner. Well, maybe not literally, but it's easily one of the 4 most exciting new regions coming in SnowRunner Year 5. In this video, we're breaking down freshly revealed Year 5 details, those 4 new regions, the upcoming DLC for the trucks, plus a few surprises Saber has in store. Stick around and let's jump straight in. Hey folks, Teleman is here. Today we're diving into the never before seen Jungle Runner shot. I call it Jungle Runner, but obviously it's not. And the other 3 teased regions, including a possible Caucasus mountain map and a Caribbean style coastline, plus details we know about the new truck DLC. I'll also share a theory about how Saber's development priorities shifted after Roadcraft and why that could mean better, bolder content this year for SnowRunner. So let's start with what's arriving before Year 5 even begins. The Dragon Wagons DLC. The plural isn't a typo. This pack likely brings 2 heavy trucks. The first candidate is the iconic M26 Dragon Wagon, tank transporter from World War II, built to hold 40-ton of Sherman tanks. SnowRunner already has some big haulers, but M26 would bring this authentic military heavy-duty vibe we've been missing from World War II era. The other name tied to Dragon Wagon is the experimental 1975 Lockheed Dragon Wagon, a multi-axle prototype that looks futuristic even today. I could see Saber adding this as its quirky partner to the classic M26. My guess is either 2 M26 variants, a long bed transporter plus a recovery version, or the M26 Plus and the Lockheed. Expect extreme torque from these trucks, I guess. Slow but unstoppable pulling power similar to Plaids and the Kenworth's 963s. These will be perfect for deep water swamp crossings on their new maps because you can already see the ride height is really high on these trucks. But hey, now for the real adventure. So let's talk about seasons 17 to 20. Saber has released 4 teaser images that gave us a world tour of fresh biomes. The first image shows golden autumn forests, distant snow-capped peaks, and a rocky hilltop crowned by stone-built monasteries. Those pointed roofs match Armenian and Georgian architecture, and trust me on this, I googled it. But those are basically medieval monasteries built in Caucasus mountains. So, expect narrow switchbacks, steep cliffs, and raging mountain rivers, plus obviously scenic views of those medieval ruins for the backdrop. It looks like it might be a bit of a hybrid biome because you can see all those autumn colors, but also there's some alpine themes in the background with the snowy mountains. So I guess we'll see how it launches and when it launches, but what do you guys think about this one? Then the second teaser is a simple Hummer H2 on a dry dirt trail with no clear landmarks. So this could be anything. This could be reimagined American backwoods or a Central European countryside. It's hard to tell, so I'm throwing this out to you guys. If you recognize this location, drop your guesses in the comments. Now, the third teaser flips the usual SnowRunner mood. So we see a wooden lifeguard tower on a white sand beach, volcanic rocks maybe, along with bright and calm waters. And if you zoom in, it looks like a wrecked oil tanker beached on the shore. To me, this screams Caribbean island vibes. I can only imagine what the contracts might be in a region like this, maybe even salvaging some of that wrecked debris or maybe rebuilding some sort of infrastructure again. But as the map goes, it's warm, colorful, and a welcome break from the endless mud and snow we've been seeing in the previous regions. Finally, star of the show, the image I teased at the start. I called it Jungle Runner, but what we see here is a thick mangrove roots, flooded river channels, and water up to the truck's hood. This looks like the Amazon forest or Amazon basin, maybe even a Southeast Asian delta. But gameplay-wise, it looks like snorkels will be essential. Winching to the tree roots becomes the routine, and And the fuel management might be crucial because there's no rushing through the chest deep water, right? It will be interesting to see how the logistics will actually work in these kind of environments, because it's not something we had before. You know, these large body of waters is definitely a challenging terrain, or what I call a challenging terrain. So yeah, we'll definitely see what this region brings, but super, super exciting details. But here's my theory about all this. Looks like those two first regions, the Autumn Monastery map and the vague scene with the Hummer, they feel like classic SnowRunner maps, you know, the maps we've seen before or the content we've seen before. And I'm thinking maybe planned back when Saber's main focus was finishing Roadcraft, so they kind of put a little bit less effort into those. But after Roadcraft launched and SnowRunner's player numbers stay strong, it looks like Saber decided to double down on SnowRunner and get more creative. Obviously, this is just a theory I've been crafting, but who knows? Maybe that's true. Hence, you know, we got the maps, the high quality maps like Caribbean Coast and the Jungle Runner Swamp. If that's the case, Year 5 could be a real turning point in the map quality and variety. So to recap, the Dragon Wagons DLC will arrive first, likely within a couple of months from now. They're probably going to be two heavy trucks, the M26 Dragon Wagon and maybe the 75 Lockheed. And also Year 5 brings, we now know that it brings 5 new regions, the Caucasus Mountains inspired autumn map, the mystery Hummer location, which we don't know what it is, a Caribbean style coast with the beach tanker theme, I guess. And last but not least, the swampy, waterlogged Jungle Runner Delta, you know, the Amazon, if you like. But yeah, what do you guys think about the Dragon Wagons DLC? Are you excited of any of those trucks? Or maybe I completely missed the point here, and maybe there's more trucks that could be included into this Dragon Wagons DLC. Can you identify that mystery location with the Hummer H2 in it? And, you know, which region would you hit first? You know, the mountains, the beach, or the jungle? Which one you're excited about the most? Share your thoughts below. I'll definitely read best of your theories, and I read all your comments anyways. But yeah, if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to, and also click that ring bell as well so you don't miss the next SnowRunner update. But for now, thanks for watching. This is Teleman signing off. I'll see you out there in the mud, or maybe waist deep in the mangroves of Amazon. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.